Students, in the previous video we had seen the half wave rectifiers. Now we will go for the precision full wave rectifier there. So in the precision full wave rectifier we are going to take the combination of an inverting half wave rectifier and a weighted summing amplifier. So the first block of the circuit is going to have an inverting half wave rectifier and the second half is going to be an weighted summing amplifier there. So by using these two circuits in combination, I can have the output to be a full wave rectified one. So the input voltage is going to be applied to the terminal of your summing amplifier there. So here in this case, and it is going to be to the input of your precision half wave rectifier. So the input voltage is going to be applied to the terminal A of the summing amplifier as well as to the input of the precision rectifier there. So the value of the resistance R2 in your precision half wave rectifier is going to be twice that of the resistance R1. So we can have the rectified voltage can be applied to the terminal B of the summing rectifier amplifier, that is minus 2 Vi. So we will understand the operation of the circuit. Based on that you can have a clear idea there. So now first what we are going to do is, this is your half wave rectifier, where this half wave rectifier output is going to be connected as one input for your summing amplifier, and the other input for your summing amplifier is going to be the input voltage there. So at terminal A, it is going to be the input voltage that is going to be given as input for your summing amplifier, and at terminal B, the output of the inverting amplifier is going to be given to the as input to the second input of your summing amplifier. Now we will see the operation there. So first we will consider, your first consideration is when Vi is going to be positive. So when Vi is going to be positive, this voltage is going to be positive. So when this voltage is going to be positive, the voltage at this point is going to be positive. When the voltage at this point is going to be positive, here this is a positive voltage. So when it is positive, this positive voltage given to the inverting terminal, we will be getting at the output at this point to be, this is your VOA, the voltage at this point to be negative. So when it is negative, this diode D1 is going to be in the, this negative is going to be connected to positive of the diode. That means the diode is in the reverse bias condition. So we say that your diode is going to be in the reverse bias condition there. So when the diode is in the reverse bias condition, it will act like an open switch. Now coming to your diode D2. So since this is negative, negative is going to be connected to the negative of the diode is going to be a closed switch there. So when it is going to be a closed switch, it is going to act like an inverting amplifier. So now my circuit is going to be like this. So it is going to be there, this output is going to be a closed one there. So now my output is going to be like this there. So in that case I should see what is going to be my output voltage VB. So your diode D2 is going to be forward biased. So when the diode D2 is going to be forward biased, it is going to act like a closed switch. When it is going to act like a closed switch, my circuit is going to be just like an inverting amplifier there. So what is the gain of the inverting amplifier? We can write output is nothing but your VB. The voltage at this point is nothing but your gain. Gain is nothing but feedback resistance is 2R1 divided by your input resistance R1 into your input voltage Vi. So here in this case, this R1 gets cancelled. My VB voltage is going to be minus 2 Vi. So here the voltage at this point is going to be minus 2 Vi there. So here I am going to have the voltage here as minus 2 Vi. Next is I am going to see that the same voltage only is going to come to your terminal A. So that means the voltage at this point is going to be Vi. So now if I want to find out the output of your summing amplifier, we know that V0 is equivalent to, here in this case it is connected in the inverting configuration. So inverting configuration means minus of your feedback resistance. Feedback resistance is what here? R6 divided by your input resistance for the first case is going to be your R4 into VA. And next is for the second case it is going to be your plus R6 divided by R5 into VB. This is the output of your amplifier. So we know that your R6, your VA is nothing but just Vi. So here we will be having it as Vi here. I will assume that R6, R5, R4 are all going to be same. Okay, if I assume it as same, then in that case this gain will be 1 and this gain will also be 1. So your VA will become VI. Now similarly, this when VB is going to be here actually minus 2 VI. So here it is going to be minus 2 VI there. So when my input is going to be minus 2 VI, the output is going to be here minus 2 VI, VI is going to be minus VI. So here minus into minus is going to be plus. So my output is going to be here plus VI there. So you can see that the terminal at the A voltage is going to be just my input voltage, that is the positive cycle I will be getting, and the negative cycle is nothing but minus 2 VI. So I am going to have a minus 2 VI to be present there. And when I am going to see what is going to be the output of the summing amplifier, output of the summing amplifier is nothing but minus R6. It is an inverting amplifier configuration, so minus sign should be there. For the first element is your R6 by R4 into your VA. So your R6 by R4 into VA is nothing but VI, and next is R6 by R5 is into VB, the voltage at this point. Voltage at this point is nothing but minus 2 VI. If I assume R4 is equal to R5 is equal to R6, then in that case this gain is going to be 1, and I am going to have my output to be minus VI, minus of VI. Here VI is nothing but minus 2 VI. So here it is your minus, the equation is going to be minus of minus VI. That means my output is going to be plus VI there during the positive cycle. Next, coming to the negative cycle. So if I am going to consider the negative cycle here, my VOA is going to be negative. So here in this case, this negative means my VOA is going to be here positive. My VOA will become positive. So when the VOA becomes positive, this diode is not going to conduct. So when D2 is not going to conduct, your circuit is going to be like this. That means this is an open circuit there. So when this is an open circuit, that means that there is going to be no voltage at VB. So I can say that my VB voltage is going to be 0. And next is coming to your VI voltage there. So here in this case, the same voltage only I am going to have. That means that this voltage is going to be minus VI. So here if I am going to substitute in my output of the summing amplifier, this R6 by R4 is going to have the same gain. My VA is going to be minus VI, and R6 by R4I is going to be, the VB is 0. That means this term becomes 0. So minus VI into minus is going to be plus VI. So during the negative half cycle, I am going to get the output to be positive there. So this is for both the cycles, I am going to have the output to be present there. So we call this as a full wave rectified output there. So here during the negative cycle, my VA is going to be negative, but at terminal voltage VB, since your diode D2 is reverse biased, I am not going to have any output. That means your VB is going to be 0. So when VB is going to be 0, I am not going to have any output voltage. That is going to be a constant one, that is a 0 value there. This is how your full wave precision full wave rectifier works. So we say that a full wave precision rectifier is going to consist of a summing circuit and a precision half wave rectifier circuit, where the voltage gain of the circuit is going to be 2, because it is your 2 times this one. The voltage gain is 2 by R1 by R1. So here in this case, we say the voltage gain is going to be 2 there. During the input positive cycle, minus 2 VI is going to be summed up with this VI, and the result is going to be inverted there. So we are going to get the inverted output there. During the negative cycle, the VI and 0 are going to be summed up, and we are going to have the inverted output there. So this is your inverted output. So for both the half cycles, we are going to get the output there. So this is what they have explained here. During the positive half cycle of the input, the voltage at the terminal A is going to be positive. So when the voltage at the terminal A is going to be plus VI, while that at the terminal B is going to be minus 2 VI. So when it is going to be minus 2 VI, the output from the summing circuit is going to be minus R6 by R5 in R4 into VA plus VB. VA is nothing but your VI voltage, VB is minus 2 VI. So here in this case, it is going to be minus into minus. If it's multiplied, I can write it as R6 by R4 into VI there. During the negative half cycle of the input, my VA is going to be minus VI and VB is going to be 0. That means my V0 is equal to minus R6 by R4 into minus VI plus 0. So this minus and minus sign will get cancelled. So actually here the minus sign should be there. So this my VA is going to be minus VI. Minus and minus sign will get cancelled, and I will be having the output to be R6 by R4 into VA. So during a positive cycle as well as during a negative cycle, I am going to get the same output there. So that rectified output I am going to get. So the output is going to be a full wave rectified version of the input voltage. If the resistor R6 equals R4 and R5, then the circuit has an overall voltage gain of 1. That is R6 is equal to R5 is equal to R4. Then we can say that it is going to have a gain of 1 there. Suppose if R6 is going to be greater than R4 and R5, then there is going to be some gain to be present, and because of that gain we are going to have the amplification to be present there, and as well as the rectification will also occur. So we call this precision full wave rectifier also as an absolute value circuit there, because the circuit is going to have the absolute value of the input peak voltage. Whether my input voltage is a positive one or a negative one, my output is going to be only positive. So we say that it is the absolute value of the input peak voltage regardless of your input polarity. Thank you.